Linguistic insecurity is the phenomenon that is closely connected with the desire of speakers to conform to the perceived language standard. In certain social contexts, speakers may not be sure whether they speak correctly or not. And that's why these can evoke the feelings of anxiety and frustration and the lack of confidence in speakers. Linguistic insecurity was firstly studied by William Labov, an American linguist, in the middle of the 20th century. In his famous The Fourth Floor experiment, he concluded that lower middle-class speakers are mostly insecure in a linguistic sense. Upper-class speakers showed moderate levels of linguistic insecurity because they believed that they had to maintain their social status by the way how they spoke. Lower-class workers showed the lowest levels of linguistic insecurity because they did not believe that they can gain anything by speaking correctly. Labov's experiment also showed some interesting findings in levels of linguistic insecurity and gender. According to his research, women are more insecure about the way how they speak comparing to men. But as a result, on average, women speak better. Labov's experiment has been repeated by his fellow colleagues in Canada, and they received the same results. A much more recent research conducted by Dennis Preston, also an American linguist, showed some interesting results that helped to develop the theory of linguistic insecurity. Preston conducted his research in Michigan. This is the state that is considered to be the region where you can hear the purest example of American English. So that's why the level of linguistic security in this particular region is quite high. However, that does not predict the individual level of security. According to Preston, Michiganians individually are not linguistic secure at all. So he explained that this is caused by the factor of pressure. If there is a belief that a certain group of speakers speak better, it creates a certain pressure for each individual representative of this group to meet the existing expectations. Also, Preston's research showed that individual linguistic items may influence the levels of linguistic insecurity. For example, when there is a low agreement in community norm, the levels of linguistic insecurity are the highest. In American English, there is less agreement on the way how to pronounce the word often, whether it should or should not contain the sound t. That's why Americans will show higher levels of linguistic insecurity while pronouncing often or often. So the fact that a language has a standard may create certain problems for the speakers. One of them is linguistic insecurity. This phenomenon exists only because speakers would like to conform to the perceived language standard.